New York is filled with millions of people. Meeting new people can be daunting. How do you make a connection? How do you find people with common interests? Maybe find people who share the same language and culture, or look for people who are open to other languages and cultures. Whether you're new in town, you've been here a few years, or you're a native, we're always looking for new friends and experiences. Stay tuned for 6 ways to make friends in New York City. Meetup.com is the world's largest network of local groups. They make it easier for someone to organize a local group or find an existing group. Whether you're learning a new language, you want to get invited to a new activity, or just looking for like-minded people who share a common interest like creative writing or 3D printing, Meetup.com is a great way to do that. You can also find language exchange opportunities, learn more about an industry, or join like a fitness or a sports group. The possibilities are almost endless. If you can't find a group you're interested in, why not start your own? Here are a couple of groups I really like. The Japan New York City Startups group. At the start of every event, they require everyone to meet a few people just to break the ice. This is really good for shy people. And almost everyone goes to the bar afterwards for networking and getting to know each other. And here we have the New York VR group, or New York Virtual Reality Meetup. NYVR has demos of the products presented at each meetup session, and you can even try them out. The people are all open and very interesting. There are so many other great meetups on here. No matter how niche your interest is, like steampunk or a certain martial art, they may have a meetup for you. Meetup also tracks user interests in different categories and sends you email updates on new and existing groups that fit those interests. You almost always have options and a lot of chances to go out, have fun, do something cool, and meet new people. Whether you like to teach or work with animals, or you're computer savvy or great at writing, volunteering is a great way to do something you love to help others and meet open-minded, kind-hearted people who are doing the same. Here are 2 great places to look for opportunities. At volunteermatch.org, you can do a search by where you live or filter by causes of interest. The other great site you can check out is Idealist.org. This is also a great general search site within the nonprofit sector, but you can search specifically for volunteer positions. Or stop by an organization such as a cultural society and inquire within, or check out their websites. Chances are all of them will have a page like the Japan Society or Asia Society dedicated to volunteer information. Take it with a grain of salt that some places may be a little off-putting. Either they're stressed and aren't very friendly, or if something just doesn't feel right to you, move on and keep looking. When you find the right opportunity, you'll find a great sense of purpose and satisfaction, and you might find some compadres in the process. There are free events everywhere in New York City, whether for networking or the opening of a new exhibition, or even a lecture or talk on an interesting topic or subject area. Some are free, but some may require reservations or paid tickets. For example, museums, cultural societies, and art galleries always have free events, and they also have food and drinks on offer. Sometimes free, sometimes not. Sign up to their mailing lists to get notified of when they happen. For example, the first Wednesday of every month is the SciCafe, an after-hours science series held at the American Museum of Natural History. If you need a little liquid courage, buy a drink, mill around, and get to know the different people. It is a very popular evening. You can also sign up for lists like Eventme, Eventbrite, and Peatix. There are also others. They can send you emails about the different events happening throughout the city. Interested in learning something new? Maybe interior design, acting, animation, or even blacksmithing? There's probably a class for that in New York City. Continuing education or adult classes are available everywhere. Schools like NYU, Cooper Union, FIT or the Fashion Institute of Technology, the School of Visual Arts, and even museums like MoMA, the American Museum of Natural History, or even the New York Botanical Garden and others offer lots of options. Learn something new while getting to know your classmates. Classes are smaller, so it's easier to meet new people. And since you're in the same class and you all share the same interests in the material, you may find people you click with, so you can hang out afterwards. If continuing education is too expensive, but you would still like to learn or get involved in an activity, there are lots of other possibilities in New York City. There's dragon boat racing, jewelry making, sketching, writing, fencing, dance, you name it, you can probably find it in New York City. Here's a possibility. Do you like games? The NYU Game Center has Playtest Thursdays. You can play games in development and give your feedback. You get a chance to learn about game mechanics and gameplay and just have fun. The only requirement is that you like games. During the summer, Bryant Park has lots of free classes and activities. But pretty much all year round, you can borrow and play board games there. There are also bars where you can play a variety of well-known board games, as well as bars like Barcade that have really old arcade games. I'll put the links in the description. Tours aren't just for tourists. New York has a lot of different walking tours where you can try out different foods, learn about architecture, nature, or the history of New York. And New York has a lot of history. You can get to know the people in your tour group as you learn something new. Some may be out-of-towners, but others could be New Yorkers. Here are a few interesting tours. Every Sunday, the Merchant House Museum has a walking tour of historic 19th century NoHo, or north of Houston. The Tenement Museum holds a lot of different tours. You can check them out on their website. I left the link in the description. Central Park has lots of tours, including ones on architecture and nature. New York City is a place that has no shortage of things to do, places to see, and people to meet. But the only way to find out is to get out there and mingle. But most of all, it's the journey, the experiences, and the memories you will make. What are some other awesome ways to meet people in New York City? Please comment below. Thanks for watching, everyone. Please like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you next time. Even though